Oh, hello. And you notice I'm not in my studio. No Larry, Curly, or Mo. See, I'm a secret poet, and y'all didn't know it. Welcome to the show. I'm Lee Norman, the host of the Southern Fried Paranormal. I am not in Southeast Arkansas. I am not home. No Larry, Curly, and Mo. All you have is I have not named this ghost yet. Come up with a name, let me know. The big white one, that is Libby May. That's a ghost that I talked to back in Chicago, a child. And you notice Libby May has a pink belt. She's female. She's young. So I thought Libby May was a nice tribute to a spirit I used to speak to. Anyway, we're going to start the show. We are in New Orleans. You see the lights behind me. That is the Hard Rock Cafe across the street. You hear the streets of New Orleans with the music. Let's go ahead and, well, first, we'll show the picture. Yes, we made it. No bust. We had some problems with Enterprise. They gave us the wrong car. I didn't come in here with studio lights like I wanted to, or several other things that I wanted to. Couldn't put it in Toyota Corolla, even though I was promised a Chevrolet Malibu. So we're doing what we can with what we have. Anyway, let's go ahead and open the door. Now everybody knows we made it. It's not a bust. We're here. As you can hear, we are here. Let's go ahead and open the door. All right, I'm here. Let's bring the guest out. VooDoo, Authentica. They are in, I believe, in their headquarters on the other end of the French Quarter. We are at the corner of Canal and Bourbon. VooDoo, Authentica. Where are you exactly in the French Quarter?
We are at 612 Rue du Maine in the quarter, and pretty much around the corner from Cafe Du Monde.
And that's quite a way, quite a walk from me. It's possible.
Well, it's doable. I don't know in this heat, if you're not used to the heat, but we walk it all the time.
Okay. Could you introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit of what you do at VooDoo Authentica?
Well, hello, I'm Mambo Brandy, and that's just another word for voodoo priestess, and I'm the owner of VooDoo Authentica of New Orleans Cultural Center and Collection, and the owner and producer of VooDoo Fest, our free annual festival held every Halloween, October 31st. And we've been doing VooDoo Authentica since 1996 and VooDoo Fest since 1999. And we are happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you here.
Hello, my name is
Hello.
My name is Maggie. I am Mambo Maggie. I'm from Haiti and live in New York. Now I'm in New Orleans. Be here, receiving voodoo and giving voodoo away.
All right.
And I'm Jesse. I'm a voodoo priest originally from Houma, Louisiana, and I'm here in New Orleans practicing voodoo as well.
So everybody practices voodoo a little bit.
What's that?
Everybody practices voodoo. Am I correct?
Well, the three people here right now we are all priests. Well, 2 priestesses and a priest. So yes.
Okay, if you're practicing, what do you do? What do you do when you start doing it? Really, and stop practicing.
Oh, wait, I see what we're in store for with this one. Uh,
Hey, Gwen's happy I've got pants on for this. Tell us a little bit about what you offer at VooDoo Authentica shop.
well, we have we really have a New Orleans focus and supporting our local spiritual artists. We have voodoo dolls that are locally made. We have potion oils, candles, a lot of what you're going to see we make right there on site. So that's why when you walk into Voodoo Authentica, you're going to smell. People just walk and they say it smells good. It smells like voodoo, because we're always making things. We're making potion oils and gree bags, and making soaps and all kinds of things. So it smells real good because of all the things we're making all day long. We do spiritual cleansings, readings. We also educate people all day, every day. We have altars throughout Voodoo Authentica where people come and they offer intentions for things that they need or want in their life. They put an intention down, they put a candle down, and when people have questions about voodoo, they know they can come to us and ask them and not feel embarrassed, not feel weird about asking questions. We like everyone to feel welcome, and we want them to really learn the truth, about what voodoo is. So we do a lot of things. We do sometimes special events off site. We do a lot on site. We do some after hours experiences. Mainly, we are interested. We want to serve God. We want to make sure we're serving our spirits, serving the clients, and sending out a lot of love to everybody every day. Sometimes school groups come in. We have everything from grammar schoolers to high schoolers to college students. We help them write their reports, on voodoo, you name it. We may do a little bitty event, and then another time we may be working with a very large company. Could be a small association of school teachers or a big conference for Microsoft or another large company that wants a blessing of some kind. So really, there's no cookie cutter stuff. We do what Spirit leads us to do.
What are y'all planning on doing here at the Paracon?
Well, there's going to be we'll all be there, the 3 of us, me and Mambo Maggie and Ungan Jesse, and it'll be a panel where we'll start off by at least giving a New Orleans Voodoo 101, just an overview about the history and how it got here. And then we're very interested in what the attendees want to know. So we're going to have hopefully a lot of great questions, and we're going to be there to answer them. And we're also going to be doing an opening ceremony and blessing to kind of kick things off, New Orleans Voodoo style. Make sure everyone, gets a good blessing, a good welcome, New Orleans welcome. And then on the other days, it'll be a panel. And when we're not doing the panel, we'll be at a table where Papa Czar will be behind the table, doing readings. And the 3 of us between the panel sessions will be at the table to help people answer more questions. Anyone wants just a blessing, wants to talk about something that may be going on in their life, and we'll see if we could help them with that.
Think you're on mute.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay. All right, guys. So sorry. Lynn is having a little computer trouble, so he's got to run to his room. We're all staying at the hotel here, of course. And now my question, I had a question anyway. I was going to actually type it in, but hopefully I'll get to meet you guys tomorrow. But are you guys doing? I want to say opening ceremony. Are you guys actually doing an opening ceremony that they have talked about?
Yes.
Okay. Will it just be you three, or do you have a bigger group?
I guess you'll have to wait and see.
I love it. Well, I won't miss it. I'll be here, and we'll be live, which we will be most of the weekend doing things. And we'd love for all of you individually or as a group to stop by and just say, hey, because we'll be right at the front desk. So for anybody else that's coming, come see these great people, but, come see us too and talk about things. And
we'll be singing, we'll be welcoming everyone to sing with us. We want everyone to feel good.
Yeah.
So VooDoo is not a spectator sport.
Nope.
We want y'all to feel welcome and included and really feel like we're all one big family who are celebrating your arrival, and
Yes.
that we're really going to be working together to call on very positive spirit forces who will see us through really the whole weekend, who will stay with us, be with us, offer protection, offer guidance.
Yes.
So no one is obligated, but everyone is welcome to participate and just sing with us. If they don't have a cha-cha, they clap their hands.
Okay.
But we'll keep the songs very meaningful and authentic, but also easy to join into. And when we're all singing a spirit together, it's something you can feel. It's something you can feel. It makes you tingle, and you know that you're a part of something.
Right.
You're a part of something, and you don't have to guess whether it's working, as they say, because you'll feel it inside. Your spirit will feel it.
Exactly.
Everyone should know that in VooDoo, the first spirit we serve in any ceremony is Legba. Legba is the guardian of the crossroads, the gates to the next world. So tomorrow, on Friday, we'll be opening up the gates in the beginning of this whole process. We're opening up the gates to the next world for the entire weekend. So that's the whole purpose of the opening ceremony tomorrow. We're opening for the whole weekend.
That's great. What time is the ceremony tomorrow for everybody out there?
It's at 5:30.
5:30. Okay. Is it going to be inside or is it going to be outside the hotel? Just inside, maybe?
From what I hear, it's going to be inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be great. And I apologize. We were told that the drumming would stop before the show, and it's not.
Well, so I can tell you that we're not having we're not hearing it on our end.
Oh,
so
well, great.
It may be disruptive on your end, but all we're hearing is you.
Oh, see, that's
we're hearing is you. So we're all good on our end, but we're looking forward to interacting with people. I know people have a lot of questions. They've seen TV shows, they've read books, and they're not always certain what's the truth, what's not the truth. Even an enjoyable TV show, it may be fun to watch, but it's not necessarily a truthful depiction of VooDoo. So they'll have the chance to deal with people who are really practicing, who are priests and priestesses, who can say, here's what we do, here's what we don't do. And We love to do that. We like to clear up misconceptions. And while they're learning from us, we always learn from wherever we are. We learn so much talking with people about their experiences. I
Right.
mean, people have so many really fascinating experiences of their own.
Well, Lynn is
And
back, and I'm over here listening. But I will say to
well,
you that
what is
someone
Glenn
said-
doing? What's happening here? He's just moseying around, having him. Is he going to a buffet or something?
No, he actually his power cord was like the wrong one or something. So he had to go switch it. But I'm in the back always anyway. So
See, I
listening.
thought that was just a tall tale. I thought he was in the back getting some jambalaya or something.
Not right now, at least. But I will talk to you guys afterwards, and I'll be in the back if you need me. So here we go. There you go, Lynn. Take over.
That is a thought. I hear there's a pretty good gumbo place just a few doors down. And I can just go down
keep
there.
this computer trouble story rolling. You can get yourself some gumbo.
And a couple of hurricanes.
Yeah,
There you go.
now you won't even care about the computer problems after a couple of hurricanes.
And next thing you know, I'm gone for a couple of hours and Gwen's still sitting up here. Y'all still sitting up here.
That's it.
So sorry about that.
That's
But I
all
suddenly
right.
realized my battery was about half down. And I said, we're not going to make it to the end of the show. Because the mic and the camera run off the computer. And with the computer, the camera, and the microphone draining power, we wasn't going to make it.
Well, looks like we're getting it together.
So, yes, we are straight now. And by the way, I'm not drinking the hurricane. I'm drinking sweet tea.
No judgment here. You want to have a hurricane, you go.
We're drinking water.
Well, I'm from Georgia. Of course, Gwen's from South Carolina. So she doesn't like sweet tea, but I grew up with it.
No. I think isn't that the only way tea comes?
That's it. All right. You want to talk a little bit about your history, where y'all came from? You said a little bit of it. How long you been in VooDoo? How long you been with VooDoo Authentica? Where you were before New Orleans?
I mean, I started VooDoo. I'm the owner, so I started VooDoo Authentica in 1996. So been with VooDoo Authentica the whole time. And did you want to hear a little bit about just the history of VooDoo itself?
We can go there if you would, please.
Okay.
Well, if for your viewers, picture a map of Africa. So VooDoo came to New Orleans from Africa originally via the Atlantic slave trade. So the term VooDoo actually comes from the Fongwe people of Benin. And VooDoo means God, spirit force, creator of the universe, these types of things. Now, VooDoo in New Orleans developed from the slaves that were taken from West Africa. Now, as I said, VooDoo, the term comes from Benin, this region of Africa. But slaves that arrived in New Orleans came from, if you picture a map, from the southern part of Congo all the way up through Senegal. So all very similar religious beliefs, but very distinct in the names of their spirits. And they all came together in New Orleans. And that began the creation of New Orleans VooDoo. And then later on, you got the native people that were already here, the Homas, the Chitamacha, the Biloxi. These people became part of VooDoo. You also have several European traditions that were brought over that became part of New Orleans VooDoo. So
And
this
then
is
people
how.
from Haiti and the French.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. And then after the Haitian Revolution at the end of the 1700s, there was an influx of Haitians that came to New Orleans. And so the Haitian voodoo got intermingled in New Orleans. And all these things came together over the course of 400 years to create what we have today in New Orleans voodoo.
Which is why, if you come to Voodoo Authentica, you will see on our altars, you'll see African Orisha, you'll see Haitian Loa, you'll see exclusively New Orleans spirits like Marie Laveau, you'll see some Native American aspects, and you'll definitely see the Catholic, because when people were taken here as slaves, they were forced to practice Catholicism. So originally, their own indigenous practices that came with them, they had to mask them beneath Catholicism. So, but once something gets added to the gumbo, you can't take it out. It's mixed in there forever. So, and New Orleans voodoo, it is this big gumbo of all these different cultures and influences. So once the Catholic was in the pot, it stayed in the pot. So now the Catholic's baked into the cake at this point. So if you look at an altar, you've got the Catholic saints on the altar, and you might have an African statue, a Native American this, a Haitian drapeau, all these things coming together on a New Orleans voodoo altar, because over time, these hundreds of years, all these different influences have come together and making what is New Orleans voodoo today.
Okay. And for the non-history buffs watching the show, correct me if I'm wrong here, France granted Haiti its freedom, but then almost its entire naval fleet entered the harbor and said, give us everything worth anything, and they took everything.
There was a reason that they were granted their freedom from France, and it was because the Haitian former slaves led the biggest slave revolt in history and won their freedom. So the French military couldn't defeat it. And Haiti at that time, there were a lot more slaves than there were French. So the math just didn't math for the French.
The math didn't math for the French.
So an interesting piece of history that a lot of people weren't taught in school is that the reason the United States was able to get the Louisiana Purchase is because of the slave revolt in Haiti. That was when Napoleon, he said, I'm giving this up because they had this greatest military had just lost to a bunch of slaves. And he figured the same thing was going to happen in the Louisiana territory. And that's when he agreed to sell it to Louisiana for a few cents on the acre.
Right. He was a little distracted with the English army, wasn't he?
He was.
Trying to think. Now that the music's calmed down, the drums aren't beating on my head. You know how it is right here down on Bourbon.
Oh,
the band started about 6, and they told me they were going to stop at 8. I guess they stopped at 9 tonight. Oh, here they come again.
I'm surprised of that.
Yeah,
look. If you try to stop Bourbon Street, it's a losing battle. You just got to go with the flow. Go with the flow. We can't hear it on this end anyway, to be honest with you. But you're not going to win that fight. So just join in the revelry, baby.
All right. How about let the others say, when did they start working for you?
What's that?
When did they start working for you? What year? How long have they been with you?
Working for who?
You own VooDoo Authentica, correct?
Yeah, nobody works for me.
Oh, they don't. They work with you, huh?
No, this is a family. This is my sister, and this
Okay.
is my partner
All right.
in crime. So yeah, like we're a family. We're a
All right.
family. There's no work.
That's what I
for
wanted.
anybody here.
That's what I wanted to know, the dynamic. Thank you for that.
That's the dynamic.
Now, aren't y'all going to be opening up the Paracon here?
We're supposed to do a 5:30 opening. I'm not supposed to. We will be doing a 5:30 opening ceremony tomorrow together, and just bring in a lot of blessings, a lot of love, a lot of welcome, and then we will. The next couple of days after that, there'll be a table where people can come and ask questions, about voodoo, clear up any misconceptions, get a blessing if they feel they need one. I think Papa Czar is going to be behind the table, doing readings, but we'll be there just to share the love and share the knowledge.
All right. Oh, this Terry Brown is in the house. Lee, have you got any questions for VooDoo Authentica before we go ahead and get in the show?
Yes. How can I see them? Here?
You can take my seat. Okay.
He's going to get himself some more gumbo. That man's got ants in his pants.
Hello, how are you?
Hey.
I can't wait to meet you.
Looking forward
same
to it.
here. We're gonna
It's
enjoy.
going to be fantastic. So I see that you guys are ready. Have you been preparing an opening ceremony for this event?
We stay prepared.
We always prepared. We just like Freddie, ready for Freddie.
That's amazing. That's wonderful. I can't wait to see your work and to see some of your ceremonies. I'm Native American, and so I have my own ceremonies, and I know how precious they are to me. So I can't wait to. Oh, thank you, Christy. I appreciate you. People are watching us tonight.
All right.
Well, we're gonna make sure we
Christy.
drag y'all in to make sure we drag you in and make sure you're singing and put a cha-cha in your hand, and we're gonna get you in. We were telling who was on before Lynn? Gwen. Yeah, we were telling Gwen VooDoo is not a spectator sport. Everybody's involved. So
That's
we're gonna
wonderful.
make sure that we're all participating together, singing the spirit together, opening the door together, and we're looking forward to it. We give our all, and if y'all do the same, it's going to be something really beautiful
To go home to. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to participate. I brought my medicine wheel with me. I thought maybe you would like to. It's very small, but if we have time, I could show you some of the things that are indigenous. Gwen and I are in the same tribe together, and I practice Native American shamanism. So I'd love to show you. It's actually leaning more towards Seminole belief systems, but I wonder how close it is, because it's very close to some African traditions.
Well, we're gonna have time at the we'll be at a table when we're not doing the panels and all that over the weekend. So we're gonna have time to talk and chat and sit together and exchange ideas and thoughts.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is amazing.
That's what it's all about.
That's why we have time.
We're hoping to share knowledge, but we also enjoy learning ourselves.
That's right. I love the fact that everybody is welcome and that we're being so multicultural. And this is a safe space. We're all able to be our authentic self and to experience magic together. I can't wait.
Everybody should be able to have that.
It's true.
That feeling, and ideally year round, but at least at something like this, where everyone can just relax and,
Yes.
relax, like you said, and be themselves. Share stories that they may not feel comfortable sharing with, other people in different settings, that people may look at them funny if they shared a story about a ghost or something like this. But here at something like this experience, they can just say, this happened, and no one's going to say, that's crazy.
That's right.
What are you talking about? They're going to be like, oh yeah, that happened to me too.
Sarah had a question.
Sarah wants to know if VooDoo Authentica will be open tomorrow.
Absolutely. Now, me and Mambo Maggie and Ungan Jesse, obviously we will not be there, but we are open 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week, including during Paracon. But we will be there with y'all.
Right.
So
I believe
we'll have wonderful people that are at 612 Dumaine at VooDoo Authentica in the quarter to be with anyone who's in the quarter.
Well, I believe that Sarah's going to be here at the Paracon, so you'll have a booth here. So I believe that she could come here and see you. Oh, Christy's saying, I'm moving to the United States. God dang it. She's ready to come here.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Come on down. Come on
Australia.
Oh, yeah, she's our Australian darling. She's
down.
from
Wow,
Australia.
that's fun to do.
Living down under.
That's
That's
not a
awesome.
nice-
I met a lady who had been so sick that she had gone to specialists all over the world. And she finally came here, and she had some spiritual work done on her. And she realized that she had maybe some type of attachment. And after she went through several ceremonies and then continued to nurture her, I'm not exactly sure what the ceremony was, but as she continued after she left, I want you to know that she has no medical problems in relation to that. She couldn't get a diagnosis.
Wow.
So I'm very excited about meeting you guys, because I believe that she may have come to your store. But she had seen, I think she'd been 5 different countries, and she was British, and she could not get a diagnosis, and she was suffering so much. And you guys were able to show her that illness comes from within your spirit. Heal that first, and the body follows. And I was so excited to tell you that, because she'll be watching us this weekend.
All right. That's what VooDoo is all about. VooDoo is helping people. Most people, they don't know they're sick, and there's something is wrong in their mind, in their body, and then they think it's natural. But it's not. Most of the time, it's not. You need a voodoo priest to read a card and looking at your future to tell you that this is what's wrong with you. Most people don't know about tables. They don't have table for their spirit. They don't have table for their ancestors.
Right.
They don't know how to light up a candle, to pray to the candle. They don't know a candle is a tool that you could just hold the candle and talk to the candle, and then it makes big thing. And
Right.
pour a drop of water on the floor, or if you're drinking coffee, you could take a little scoop out of the coffee, put it on the floor. People don't know these things unless you was born into it, like me. I know those. I know them. You understand?
Well, I can't wait to meet you. If you have a book that you would like to recommend, please let Gwen know, because this is lost knowledge that people need. People need to understand and learn the old ways. I say that all the time in our tribe. There's so many things that we have learned that has been lost that we're finally discovering again. I could go down a whole rabbit hole with that because there's been so many things that have been proven scientifically that, our ancestors said, oh, if you have this kind of a rainy month in the winter time, then you're going to have mice and fleas and things like that. And then there was a whole epidemic that happened. And yet the indigenous people told the scientists what was going on, and they were able to confirm it. See, that was just a little simple thing that happened that I know of. But you know, it's true. This is
Well, we're still waiting for science to catch up with us.
there it is. Say it again. That's right.
No school like the old school.
That's it.
I want to dispel a myth. Movies have always shown voodoo dolls where you stick the pin in them if you want to torture somebody. I believe the movies have that wrong. Can you tell me what's wrong about that?
Sure. So voodoo dolls, some people like to just get out of the whole thing by saying voodoo dolls aren't even used, but that's not true. They just are used differently than what you often see portrayed. That being said, a doll is a tool.
Thank you.
And can you think of a tool that you may have with you on your, tell me a tool that you may have around you or in front of you.
Everything around me is a tool. Speakers, a microphone, they're all tools.
One. Like, do you have a pencil in front of you?
I have a pen.
I have a watch.
Okay, so I can take that pen and I could write a beautiful poem with that pen. I can write useful information with that pen. I can also stab somebody with that pen. The pen is not negative or positive. The pen is not good or evil. It's a tool. So we do not endorse using, whether it's a doll or a gree-gree bag or a pen, we don't recommend using it for negative purposes. First of all, because morally it's not right, but also practically it's just coming right back at you. You know, I point the finger at you, I got, you know, several pointing back at me. So everything's just going to come back to us if we do negative workings. So a voodoo doll, when you see the pin, when we're using it, that's just a way to focus energy, like a spiritual acupuncture. You know, it's a way for us to focus that energy. We may have to help someone heal the literal heart or the proverbial heart. And that's why we're going to zero in on that area. With sometimes a pin is a really helpful way to get that energy to that area of the doll. We know that going about things in a helpful way rather than a harmful way truly is the best bet.
Well, it's the most powerful.
It's definitely powerful. People think, you know, love is so easy. Hate is easy. Loving everyone, that's the hard part.
That's right.
Loving everyone as yourself. Now that takes you know what.
That's right.
That's the real work. Hating is easy as hell.
It's also shallow. It takes no effort to hate. To love something, that takes effort.
Takes effort, particularly when it's not, it may be someone that you wouldn't naturally think to love. And if we're called on to love everyone as we love ourselves and love our enemies like we love our friends, man, challenging. That's really hard that we do it. I wanted to mention something else that
Go ahead.
you might say, okay, but what if somebody's coming at you with bad intentions? You know, are you just, you know, letting it happen? Absolutely not. We will not be the originators of the negative working. Oh, but what we do is hold up a mirror.
Right.
So,
that's what we do too.
there you go. Somebody sends something at us or people we care about. You better like what you sent us because it's returning to sender. And not just returning, but returning threefold. So I hope you like this the gift or not so gifty gift you sent, because it's coming right back at you. So we're more about, protection, self-defense with a mirror style. And we don't have to generate negative workings. We just keep our protections up and let the stuff ping off and return to sender. We're happy to receive the good, the beauty, the blessings, but you have negative intentions to us, people we care about, our family. Well, that's coming back to you.
Yep.
That's right.
So we didn't send it out. We're not interested in receiving it.
As you send out, so shall you receive.
Question about the doll. Did that answer your question about the doll that you originally asked?
Yes, it answered it very well. That was very detailed. I appreciate that explanation. So many people have that wrong. Because how many movies and how many TV shows have shown a witch or a voodoo practitioner with a doll with a piece of somebody's hair stuck on the doll and sticking pins in it, and the person's going, ow, ow, my kidneys, my heart, my head.
Yeah. Well, Indiana
Well,
Jones
they
did it,
do
so it's got to
like,
be true.
We do use hair and nail clippings to put the person's energy on the doll. But what
I
they
do
do
that.
is they take what they have seen, like a little grain of truth. Like they may have seen a practitioner use a doll, put a hair and nail clip and put a little spit on it, but then they just completely flip the narrative on what they see. Some people have seen skulls and they immediately think, ooh, devil, they're about death. Whereas the skull was there to represent and honor ancestors. So
Right.
sometimes it's just a matter of seeing these symbols, seeing these actions, these visual things, and not knowing what you're looking at, and then saying, what's the most dramatic thing that'll fit into my script, that'll fit into my book, without really any consideration for the reality.
Yeah, overreacting to what they don't understand.
And look, let me not just throw this, like completely in this, bucket of Glenda the Good Witch. There are practices that are not all that light and rosy, and people can, whether you like it or not, people can use tools. Just like we talked about the pen, a fork, you name it. I could do good, I could do bad with it. So a tool is a tool, and it can be used for negative purposes. We're not saying it's a good idea to do so, but you can't say that a tool can be used for good and it can't be used for bad. I'm not going to even pretend that's true. It makes no sense. Yes, we can use a doll for harm. We could use a bag for harm. We can use anything for harm, and we can use anything for good. It's a choice to use it for good.
Takes a lot of discipline too, doesn't it?
Damn right it does.
It does with me. Yeah. It's like, I am not going to do this. I am not going to do this. I'm doing it right. And that is hard.
You're like, can I do it just this once? Just this once.
It's like, they so deserve it. Let me just help karma this time.
But it's a slippery slope. It's an all or nothing. You've got to stick to your principles. Go ahead, Jesse. Sorry.
There's, of course, in the, the place we're in, of course, we've seen people that have lived that life, let's say the left-handed side of things.
Yeah.
And one thing always happens. They ultimately become sickly. They end up, it doesn't matter how healthy they eat, how healthy they live, they ultimately become sickly, and they become like death in life, and ultimately that takes them.
Sadly, we've seen that.
We've seen it over and over again with people, and you have to, God wants us to do good, and if you don't, you continue to just do bad.
That's
for
right.
the sake of a dollar or anything. Ultimately, it's going to come back to you.
Yeah, there's some people who are like spiritual mercenaries, and as long as you you have the dollars, you have the
Oh
money.
yeah,
Like
I've
they'll
met
do
some of those.
damn
Yeah.
right. They'll do the work. But tell us about that, Maggie.
Yeah, well, we have a lot of experiments. Like people come to us and then they'll give you $1 million, and then I never seen $1 million. I don't know what they look like, But some people say I'll give you money, but there are repercussions. You could
Yes.
do it,
Always a
could do it.
price.
But we, as a team, I know she will never do it. I
Right.
don't care how much. It could be $100 million. I know I'm not gonna do it, and I know Jessica gonna. But you never know. They might have other people that for a little bit of money they'll do it.
There's no might about it.
Yeah, yeah.
There are people
But,
out there.
Maggie's being polite. God,
I
She
know.
is.
I'm
She's being a lady.
Say something. You want me to say something?
I don't want you to call anyone out.
No,
names.
I'm not calling nobody.
We don't call
I'm
names. We
saying-
never would.
No, I'm saying that we don't care about money. We make money. Money does not make us.
That's right.
I don't care how much you bring on the table. I will
Never compromise
Never.
our soul.
No.
Never
Never.
compromise our soul.
never.
I
But
I
I'm
use.
rich
All
right
I'm
now.
saying is there are people. There are people. It doesn't suit to mention names because there's too many to name.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
There are
yeah.
people who take the money to do the work. It's spiritual mercenaries. There's other
Yeah.
words for them. I'm not even going to mention those.
Yeah.
But they
How do they
like
keep it from coming back to them?
They
They
don't.
don't.
Just, didn't you hear Jesse? That's what
Well,
he's
that-
talking
yeah, yeah.
about. You eventually you see it. They just
They start to degrade.
Yeah, yeah.
Physically, mentally,
Mhm.
they start losing their eyesight.
Mhm.
A lot of things happen to them.
Yeah, I-
Diabetes is a big one. Diabetes.
there was a lady, again, no names mentioned. The lady had since I knew of her, one of these people that kind of a French Quarter character, that
I got it.
when you live here all your life, you come up with certain characters. A lot of them have passed. God rest their soul. But I tell you what, I was amazed when I found out. I knew this lady just all she did was black magic for money. Like, you wanted to come to her, you want her to do something to someone's kids because this woman wants this other woman and she has kids. She didn't care. As long as you brought the money, she would do the work. And later I found out, I thought this woman was in her 80s. The woman was
Ooh.
40s. She looked
Wow.
like she was in her 80s. I mean, hunched over. That's the kind of thing we're talking about. So it's not just these one day, in the other world, there would be repercussions. This happens right here and now. And if you're around this all your life, you watch these
You
people,
could see.
you see what happens to people who do that.
Mhm.
And it is not pretty.
And you're wondering why. Why?
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Just doesn't seem worth it to me.
No.
That's a
Especially
terrible
when-
trade-off.
It's a terrible trade-off, especially when if you spend just a few minutes, let's say you can't stop people coming to you and asking you to do things like, I want this man's wife. I want this. You can't stop people from coming and asking, but if you just take a few minutes and talk with them, a lot of times you can get them to see how we can handle this another way. We can handle this another way so that we create more of a win-win. People come in, they're like, I got the worst boss ever. I need you to do something to my boss. I'm like, okay, if we handle it your way, we get rid of this current boss. Well, the next boss that comes in may make this current boss look like Mary Poppins, right? Because they're just so bad. Whereas we take this boss that's clearly miserable, or they wouldn't be acting miserable. We try to elevate them, kind of lift them up, send them maybe where they're going to be happier, where they're supposed to be. And then maybe you're the very person who gets promoted to be the next boss. So
Yeah.
if you just spend a minute with people, and you can sometimes help to change hearts and minds and keep karma off of us and them. Keep a negative result for everyone, and all of it, like the rising tide lifts all boats.
Yep.
That's in magic too. If you take the time to come at things right, you can create a solution that will help everybody involved, instead of all this hexing, cursing. I've seen it too many times. It just backfires.
That's right.
It backfires.
Mhm.
Doesn't make any sense.
I've had bad bosses
It's not
before.
magically mature. It's not magically mature to
Mhm.
do that kind of stuff, because you watch it, you look, you sit back, get your popcorn, and watch it happen. They're about to get their comeuppance.
That's it. I've had bad bosses before. I was on 3 networks before this one. The first one still has no listeners, even though she's been trying to crank it up by herself. She has no other shows, just her. She's doing a show a month. My second network, he got out of the business.
Oh.
My third network, he got out of the business right after I left. And now I think I'm with a great boss. This network has a fantastic CEO, a beautiful,
Thank you.
intelligent, very good producer in Gwen Jones.
Yes,
And I feel like I'm in family.
you are.
That's
We love
awesome.
you.
Hey, it's all about family. That's it.
That's it.
And finding your family too, right?
And I went down a long journey and found my family. And if she ever gets mad at me and throws me off the network, I'm quitting.
We're all lucky. Like the 3 of us, I gotta say, we're lucky as heck to have amazing blood family, but we
Yes.
also have amazing found family too. We got the best of all worlds.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, I can't wait to meet your tribe, because that's what it is to me. Your family is your tribe. I used a voodoo doll once for a paranormal situation. We had a spirit, a gentleman I say gentleman, he was a young man, and he had been abused by his father and beaten to the point where he had blackouts. And he had a bad stutter. There's a lot of things wrong with him. And he ended up having to work for a priest, and the young man just couldn't do anything right. And he lost his temper and ended up killing somebody. And he was in jail, and he died in jail. He was executed. And he was stuck there. And I was called to the jail to try to help him out. Well, I helped him out as best I could, but I couldn't get him out of the jail. He felt like he belonged there. And so I used a voodoo doll that I created, and I used some of the dust from his jail and from the weapon he used for the murder. He used an axe so that I could get him out of the jail. I used it as a decoy, is what I called it, so that he could be on the doll, in the doll, so I could get him to the courthouse. And then we actually listened to him with our equipment and through our psychic means to hear his side of the story. And then after that, he went peaceful. He was peaceful. But that's how I used a voodoo doll once. I guess it really wasn't a voodoo doll. It was a decoy, but it looked like him. And I gave him something to focus on so that he could come out of the jail. He was so ashamed. He had a blackout and he didn't remember doing it. So anyway, I just thought it was a little different way of looking at it, but I had to do something to get him out of there. He was in terrible pain. He was screaming all the time and banging the wall. And anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you because I'm sure that's not what you guys use them for, but I did, and it worked. So I just wanted him to
you gotta do what you gotta do for your people, your clients, whether they're on this side or the other side. And we get inspired all the time by spirit, by God, to do things that maybe we've never done it that particular way before. Some things we always start, we start in similar ways. There's certain things, certain protocols, but when you have that instinct that comes into you,
Yeah.
a song that you've never sung before to spirit, a lighting a candle a way you've never done it before, dressing it in a way you've never done. We listen to that and we roll with that, and that's one
Okay.
thing I have to say about us as a team. If Maggie says to me, go grab some milk, or go get some John or something like this, I'm not gonna say why. What I mean, I'm not wasting time.
No,
just
go do it.
gonna
Yeah.
get it. If I ask Maggie, can you go grab me something grab me some chicken broth. Maggie's not going to say, why you need chicken broth? She's just going to bring it to me. That's trust, because we know how spirit operates. And
Yeah.
sometimes it puts it right in your mind. You got to roll with it. And the only thing all these things have in common is they work because we listen. We listen to spirit. We listen to our instincts. And we know, we don't sit there and say, oh, I wonder if it's really in God or spirit talking to us. It's already proven itself. So at this point, when we hear it, we know what's real. We listen. We don't waste time questioning it.
Yeah, you don't have to ask why. You just say, what? What do I do? What do I need to do? Let's do it.
And that's part of having each other's backs. That's part of having each other's backs is just, sometimes you gotta just roll with things.
That's it. Y'all have spirit guides?
You got a lot of time, and sometimes you have a little bit of time to deal with something pretty major pretty quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was going to ask, do y'all have spirit guides like psychics?
Yeah,
you talk to your ancestors on a
yes.
Everyday basis?
Every voodoo practitioner has something called a metet. That's the literally translated master of your head. So my metet is Ogu Badagri. So this is one of the voodoo spirits. Right. Saint Jacques, you can, if it's easier for people to understand that way. But everyone has a specific spirit that is always with them, kind of like your guardian angel.
Guardian angel.
That's always walking with you. They're always guiding you, talking to you, and they'll do it like Mama Brandy was saying about a song. There's maybe 1,000 songs for Ogu, but all of a sudden Ogu puts a song in my head. So now there's 1,001. So the spirit's always guiding you. But yeah, everyone has a spirit guide.
Okay. Would you believe we have gone a full hour?
Wow.
Really?
It's hard to believe. I cannot wait to hug you guys. I can't wait. I've been thinking about you and praying for you several weeks.
We squeeze hard.
Can't wait.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
Did y'all want to go a little bit longer, or you wanted to just go ahead and cut it off? What y'all want to do? How tired are you?
We're here rolling with y'all until y'all are done rolling.
I like the sound of that.
Gwen's gonna come out from behind her chair over there and whip all of us.
She's saying 10 more minutes
because she knows I can roll all night.
Why doesn't Gwen give us a limit, and then we can blame her for the time limit?
I think Gwen said 10-minute time limit. About 10 more minutes. Why don't we make it 15? Go ahead and make it 9:45. Okay. We have 15 minutes. What can we discuss in 15 minutes?
Let's see.
When you have your spirit guides,
what's that?
when you have your spirit guides, you were talking about the spirits that are with you, the spirit that is with you. Do you recruit others? Because I keep meeting spirits and they're cool and they're teaching me stuff. And I'm like, well, do you want to hang out? And so they go with us and they help us. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. If
I mean,
I don't know
It's
if
not
not
recruit.
recruitment.
We don't use recruit, but we do have a lot of spirit within us that we could go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different spirit.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's not recruit. These are the Lwa that walk with us, talk to us, tell you in your ears like I be talking in your ears like nobody here, but I could hear the voice,
yeah.
but you can't hear it. Yes. Yes.
We
What-
have an author in the house, Doug Owen.
Hey, Doug.
I
Doug,
don't.
Hi,
He was
Doug.
double booked on another show tonight.
So we got him tonight. Doug is a really fantastic guy. He's got an incredible paranormal story.
Wow.
He's a great guy. We had him on a Family Spirit the other night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's great.
I'll have to have him on my show
Please,
sometime.
you should. You definitely should.
So, Doug Owen, you are invited to my show. We can talk it out on Facebook Messenger.
Well, I can't wait to sit down with you guys and talk a little bit more about, the differences and the similarities of what we do. Because that's awesome. I work with my ancestors,
Uh-huh.
and I work with several spirits that I've met them helping someone else, and they wanted to go with us. So, we call them spirit guides, but we
Yes.
hang out, they help me out. I've got some haunted objects because sometimes you're dealing with something and what's happening won't reveal itself. So I can say, Kendrick, what do you see? And he'll tell me. It works. I don't
My
know.
spirit guide doesn't speak to me,
Really?
but I feel his guidance.
Hmm.
I've had psychics tell me that it's my real biological father.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
And I was adopted at birth.
Okay. Well, then he wouldn't need to talk to you. You could feel him because he's part of you.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes if I open myself up and I got a decision to make, A, B, or sometimes a C, I will pick the right one 9 out of 10 times
Wow.
because
Wow.
it's guiding me.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah, we
that's
do a
what
lot
we're
of,
talking about.
We do a
That's
lot
cool.
of service with, VooDoo is traditionally an ancestor reverence religion. And every morning, you ask your ancestors to guide me today, walk with me today, clear everything that's bad out of my path. And we're so familiar. We do this every day, every morning, and every night before bed. So, but for your guest, they should start doing the same thing. Start talking to your ancestors because it's amazing. The more you do it, things start to just fall into place. It's amazing how things just fall into place. And then 6 months down the line, after you started speaking to your ancestors, say, oh my God, look how things have happened. This happened, so this could happen, so this happened, so this happened, and look at where we are now. It's amazing how the ancestors will always walk with you and guide you and protect you and make you go left when you want it to go right. That's your true guides.
That's such good advice. And that is so true. I bet my ancestors are really, they've got to be saints by now because I know I work the nerves.
My dear.
You can ask my wife about working nerves.
I can't wait to see her. She is a wonderful lady. I can't wait for you to meet her too.
By the way, my wife's family on both sides originated in Louisiana.
Oh, really?
Yes, they, like so many people in Louisiana trying to escape Catholicism,
Uh-huh.
went to Southeast Arkansas. That's where a lot of them came from.
Yeah.
Catholics aren't, there's very few Catholic churches and very few people claiming to be Catholics
Right.
because they came from down here trying to escape that.
Mm.
They don't believe in ghosts. They don't believe in spirit guides, nothing.
Uh-huh.
But her family originated down here, and she still got the biggest section of her family is actually in the, what was that? Lake Charles.
Yeah.
And there's, we've traced, kind of look back in their family, and again, on our father's side, not so much our mother's side, we can trace back to an actual slave down here in Louisiana.
Well, yeah, some people want to escape the Catholic Church. The one thing that the Catholic Church, and I'm a Cajun, so my family's been Catholic going back as 2,000 years, let's say. So the one thing the Catholic Church was really good at is keeping records.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they had baptism records and death records. So it's so easy for a Catholic, even a Catholic that was from the middle of nowhere on a farm that in a town that no one had ever heard of, there was still records about that person, and they could trace their family back for 600 years if they want to, because those records are always there. And I was able to do that all the way back to 1702, I believe. And
Wow.
every mother, father, grandmother, grandfather on both sides as it splits apart, and all the way back to when they first left France for Nova Scotia.
I think that she would be interested in the traiteurs.
Oh, yeah.
Because that would be similar to, some of the
Yeah.
medicine people.
Yeah, she would
That's
do that.
exactly what it is. The traiteurs, that's in Cajun tradition. Years ago when my grandparents, let's say, were children, doctors weren't everywhere like they are today. You would see someone called a traiteur, that's a treater. And the traiteurs had a cure for everything, whether it was a wart on your finger or a cough or arthritis or whatever it was. And my mother, I had a wart on my arm as a child. And my mother brought me to the doctor over and over and over again to get it frozen off. And it would go away and come right back. And my grandmother, finally, one day, we hopped in the car and we went to see the traiteur. And we went to her house. She went to her sewing machine and she pulled off a piece of thread. She tied it around that wart. She made the sign of the cross, said all her special prayers in French. Then she took the thread off. She went outside. She buried it underneath the cistern. And the next day, the thing just fell off.
What?
Wow.
And didn't come back.
And never has come back. But that's the power of the traiteurs. They're taught, they're given this when they're born, this gift, but it has to be honed. So you usually have a traiteur that's passing it on to someone else who was called, that's younger than them. But that's an old Cajun tradition, the traiteurs.
I thought you might be interested in that with your Native American background and
Very much.
medicine men, medicine women, and healers.
I really appreciate you sharing your story. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Is there anything else you want to share?
Oh, there's so much more to share. Like, that's not a question to ask us, because that's like, it'll be like next month, and we'll still be sitting here, like, oh my God, we all need to eat. We need to drink something. We've been sitting here for months. So there always is going to be more to share. So that's why we try to say, what do y'all want to know? Because if we're given the green light to share, it's a share-a-palooza.
Do you use crystals?
We do.
I use the 4 elements a lot. I didn't know if that was something that you used. The earth, wind, fire, water, and the 4 directions of the wind.
Well,
Well, there's elements, but then you asked about crystals.
I use all of it at the same time.
Okay,
I make a storm.
We use it the way. This is what I wanted to say. You, all Christian, all spirit. Most people don't understand. They're the same. They do the same. I'm from a country. I'm from Haiti. We do it different. You
Right.
from wherever you're from, you do it. She do it. But if you look at it, all of it are the same.
Mhm.
It's one. It's one. People think it's 10,000. No, it's one. You use it your way. When you're talking about crystal, yes, I do crystal. when you're talking about the element, we do, but we do it different way.
Yeah, I
And
would
I'll
love to
show
learn how
you-
you do it.
I'll show you tomorrow.
I
Yeah,
would
you'll see
be
it
honored.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I would be honored. Yeah.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned for tomorrow.
All right. Or maybe Saturday. Y'all gonna be here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
Yeah, probably more like Saturday and Sunday, because then we'll have a little more liberty and leisure to sit down and talk and discuss, at the table.
But you will see
That's
tomorrow
great.
in the opening ceremony, you will see us salute in the 4 directions.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
that's
good.
part of it.
And we'll tell you what we're doing.
Yes, we'll explain everything.
We'll explain. everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. That's awesome.
And for everybody's information, what time will you be doing the opening ceremony?
5:30.
5:30, so we've been told.
5:30 tomorrow.
Yeah.
5 p.m.
Yeah, PM, please.
I was about to say, holy crap, you're going to be here. I'm bringing coffee. It's going to be okay.
There may be people there at 5:30 a.m., but it won't be us.
No, that ain't it. No.
Because Gwen and I are going to be broadcasting it live, so people will be seeing you and seeing how you do things, how you work, and exactly
Okay,
what you do.
What we want to make clear is, while we are doing the opening ceremony, you will not be broadcasting live.
Okay.
Because we need you and all the people present to actually be present.
in it.
And
Yeah.
if you're recording and holding a phone, you're not present. We need cameras off, phones off, and people to actually be their human self, their spiritual self, their whole self is present with us and not separated in different directions thanks to electronics. So sorry to contradict, but you'll be there, but you will not be video and phoning.
All right.
So in order to feel us, you got to be in it.
Gotcha.
We want-
What
We
you
want
saying?
everyone participating.
We will be there.
Okay, good.
And of course, we will be broadcasting. Somebody is going to be behind the VooDoo house
That'd be me.
doing a little investigating.
Yeah, I can't wait.
And we are going to have cameras rolling them.
We're only talking about the 5:30 opening ceremony.
I
That's
understand.
the only thing we're talking about. Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Because sometime on Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to be setting up where I can talk to people during the Paracon. I wouldn't mind talking to you again. In fact,
Yeah,
I'd love to.
that sounds great. We put no kibosh on anything else, just the 5:30 opening ceremony, so everyone can really focus and be present instead of wondering how they're going to look on Instagram.
Well, I look gorgeous no matter how I come on.
Hey, when you're born that way, you're born that way. What can you do?
All right. Gwen gave us 15 minutes 15 minutes
Thank
ago.
you, Gwen.
So I think we better go ahead and they're plotting against us.
We don't want to say it.
Oh, we broke Arthur Doug Owen there. He's laughing.
Uh-huh.
But we go ahead and end it on that note, that happy note. We're all going to get together over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. We'll talk, we'll chat, we'll get to know each other, because I really respect your group. And I want to thank you for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank
And,
you.
Thank you for
and
being true to
likewise,
the old
thank you
way.
for the opportunity to
Yes.
be together and share. This is lovely.
Well, I consider it an opportunity for me too, just to get to know you.
That's right.
It's an honor for me.
Thank
Wow,
you.
thank you,
Same
Lynn.
here.
Same here.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow at 5:30.
Sounds
With
great.
bells on.
Cameras off, computers off, but we'll be there.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Awesome.
Have a great night.
Looking forward to it, Paul.
I'll bring the wife so you can meet her.
Well,
Great.
we'll be bringing the New Orleans love.
All right.
All right, we're going to call it a night, and we'll see you at 5:30 tomorrow afternoon.
Amazing.
See you then.
See y'all then.
Good
Good night to you.
All
Good
right,
night,
guys.
y'all.
Boy, that felt like talking to family, didn't
It really did.
it? That was fun.
Well, they're sweet, they're sincere, they're disciplined, they're caring,
Hmm.
they're true to their culture. Everything's right. I can't wait.
This is the kind of an honor for me to be on the same side of
I
the screen.
know, I'm so
We're
excited.
We've been opposites,
Oh, look,
with the screen between us. Uh-oh.
we're getting bombed, guys. My husband and
So-
Brandon and Blaine. You guys are crazy. And Bourbon Street is happening downstairs. It's just all over. The kids are banging on buckets and they can play better than any drummer in my town, I think.
Gwen, did you ever get the phone to set up a camera for the show and link it? Oh, all right. We're going to go ahead and get out of here.
Let's do it.
Gwen's
Stay
getting
tuned
sleepy.
for
Oh, wait.
tomorrow.
Let's go ahead and be sure we end it by closing the door. Good night, everybody.
Nice.